Oh shit, this is a Super Bowl. Wait, let's change it. We gotta change the sign. It's out of date already. Put a question mark. Like I'm the fucking Riddler. Yo! Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, question mark. Like, what? Mysterious. What's he going? What's he doing? Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Howdy, howdy. Good afternoon. Or if you are European, good morning. Cringe. What's going on? Hey, Yeezy Peasy. Big A, it's me again. Still waiting for you to respond to one of my messages after 5 months of trying. You doing like a stand thing? Hey, Big A, I wrote and called and you still hadn't responded. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 chat messages back in autumn. You must not have got them. The moderator probably banned them or something. Big A. Hey, Big A, any Cyberpunk today, King? Abso-fucking-lutely not. No fucking shot. I'm just going to jump into random Cyberpunk. Hey, Spence again. Thank you for the 13 months. Hello, I just got home. I just drove here from recording the Ben and Emil podcast, which I must say was a fucking delight. Those guys rule. I told them that I don't have people in my real life who want to talk about this stuff, like business and economics, and like nobody in my life ever wants to talk about this stuff, especially in a goofy, funny way. And they did. They really they riffed on it. We were making jokes. We were riffing. I think we did 2 solid hours, maybe more. We did the hour, and they asked me to be on the bonus episode. I did that. It was a blast. It was a blast. I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. So I told them straight up, open invite. They might even come on stream. Yeah, I don't know. Was it released and where? Fucking good question. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, they might come on stream. So, how many glizzy jokes did they make? Can you believe it? None. It was a tragedy. It was a tragedy. At no point in the middle of our conversation about dead internet theory or what's going on in China or the rise of the Mag 7 or, you know, stocks you wish you'd invested in or layoffs or any of that, not one time did they go, glizzy, glizzy, glizzy. It sucked. It was terrible. I was keep waiting for it. I was ready to laugh, you know, because I want someone to be hilarious. Did you tell them they're going to China? Well, spoiler alert, but Ben of Ben and Emil just got back from China. And so he had a bunch of stories about eating, you know, horse meat with Chinese officials. And other crazy stories. So it was cool. I asked him some questions. We talked about China, the rise of China. It was interesting. All I'm saying is I had a good time. You know what? They passed my vibe check easy. It was a blast. So check it out if you're interested. I bet you missed chat's amazing jokes. Don't worry, Big A, we're here now. Thank God. Thank God. And let's hear some of those great jokes right now. You know, now that we're here, I'm sure you guys can supply some of those amazing chat jokes just right here on the side. Just anywhere you want. Glizzy, 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 bald. Glizzy, glizzy, glizzy. Glizzy Coke, old. 2 snipers, Glementia. Moo! There it is. And there it is. He liked coffee. See, and that's what you can't get elsewhere. That's what I really cannot find someone in real life to replicate. Though I will say, as part of your attempt, chat's attempt to slowly but surely poison my entire life with your memes, my mother sent me a fucking Instagram reel of a guy who ate nothing but Costco hot dogs for 7 days. And the caption she put on it is glizzy, question mark. Pretty funny. Pretty fucking funny. So you all get it. There's even my own mother Nobody. I'm not safe. Except in this podcast where they didn't know the fucking jokes because they're not Twitch viewers. Oh my God, dude. Is there anything more great in the world than just sitting in California and drinking a $14 green juice? Can I get an amen? K-Kona, dude. There is nothing better, dude. It's the peak. All true, real, red-blooded Americans know there ain't nothing more patriotic than getting your green juice and overpaying for it. You have to be exaggerating the price. It's not $14, okay? It's $18. I got the good You think I got the cheap-ass $14 one? Holy fuck, dude. I'm balling here. Big A, the Fox Rider? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you watch Jon Stewart's first show back on The Daily Show? I was thinking of watching it with chat. I saw it recommended to me. It had 1 million views in like a minute. I'm a big Jon Stewart head from back in the day. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to see what it's all about. My understanding is it's about how both of our candidates are old. Which is something I've been talking about quite a bit lately. So I can't seem to get away with it. I That is some fucking good green juice. Let me tell you. I know the liberals don't want me to enjoy this. I know these goddamn soy liberals don't want me to have my fucking all-American green juice, but I'm going to do it anyway. They can't take it away from me. Obama cannot take my green juice. Bros drinking blended Shrek. Can I get one blended Shrek to go, please? Yeah, give me a large. Give me a lot of Shrek. What's up, my big, beautiful gamer? What's up, hero Jake? You are the hero of my eye. Steak at Tops, thank you for the... Is that going on your lettuce burger too? I can't. No. In fact, I have a chicken wrap. So, pretty tough, actually. Oh, you thought you were going to make fun of me with a lettuce burger? Oh, turns out I have a chicken wrap. So, bet you're eating your words. That's right. He's eating gluten. He's so brave. Yeah, that's right. I'm a fucking warrior for this shit. Can't even get a normal tortilla. It's a spinach wrap. It's good. Did you watch the SpongeBob version of the Super Bowl? I watched clips. I obviously watched the real one live. I didn't say, hey boys, can we can we change the channel to the SpongeBob version? I really want to. No, I didn't do that. But I watched some of the clips. It was funny. You know, it's all part of the. I'm actually working on a video about this. Mingo's made some slides. We're gonna review it, but the desperation in. Sorry, I'm dying. The deep desperation in all of the sports leagues for younger audiences. They have realized that there are normal pipelines of creating new football guys and baseball guys and basically everything but basketball guys. The pipelines have ruptured. Specifically, over a while now because of the internet, but especially post-COVID. Kids already weren't playing, and now they're not even watching. And so there's a worry, there's a fear that, like, okay, we're making tons of money now. We have lots of people. Everyone's happy. But, like, we are only a few years away from a huge drop off a cliff, which has kind of happened with golf in a way. Golf is in a bit of a structural decline. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, SpongeBob is part of that. They got to get kids to like it. Hey, Big A, are you chiefing the scrong right now? Chiefing the scrong. I assume, like most things, that means smoking weed. I assume. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what the scrong is. This is weed. Okay, this is weed juice. If they had a live war event, I would probably start watching sports again. When you say that, what do you mean? Do you mean that you would like to watch people kill each other? Are you just saying you'd like to return to Roman gladiatorial combat? You'd like to watch live murder and then bet on it? And that would get you to watch sports again? It's not really. It's not. If the NFL adds people gunning each other down, it's not the NFL. It's a different thing. Hey, they need a televised Coliseum. I mean, I think we could have that with the digital age. I think if we get a little bit farther along in VR, we could have a digital Coliseum. Where people, quote unquote, die, which could be cool. I am not going to openly support actual gladiatorial combat, which would just be murder. That would just be murder, right? And I'm sure as a Roman, it would be fun to watch. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that if I'm a Roman, you know, in the time period where it's happening, you think I'm skipping the games? No, I'm not going to be a fucking spoil sport. I'm going to the game. I'm going to watch it. But nowadays, I don't think we should bring it back. It's just the same without it. I would love an SAO type game where if you die in the game, it deletes itself one-time play. SAO, I don't know what that is. You die in the game, it deletes itself, so you only get one purchase. Kind of like elusive targets. Interesting. Oh my God, weebs. And you all know it too. Ugh. Weebs, dude. Yeah, it could be cool. The thing is, the problem is IRL, not SAO. All that stuff, they fall victim to wanting more money. So like if you buy the game and then die, they could lock you out and make it super fucking serious, and that's that. Or they could ask for more cash. And they're going to do that every time because they want the money. And so the games become essentially pay to win, where the rules only apply to poor people, which is too much like real life. It's not enough escapism. That's every game right now. Don't be such a negative Flancy, dude. Yes, there are many games that have pivoted full on into microtransactions and pay to win, but like there's also more games than ever. If you can't find a good indie game that you like, you're crazy. You're not looking hard enough. You're actually you're being negative, dude. There's actually so many fucking games, and there's actually more great indie games than ever. Yeah, you can just find a fuck ton. There's just no way. I think all those advertisers should just pay Mr. Beast to advise them before making Super Bowl commercials. Not a bad idea. I mean, no, it is a bad idea for all of them to do that. But yes, I think he would have a better idea of what makes a good Super Bowl commercial than what they created. So many of them were bad. Mr. Beast should be in a Super Bowl commercial for Feastables or something. Or you should do a video where it's like... I don't know. last fucking person in the circle gets to be in the Super Bowl commercial. And then it's a video about that. That'd be sick. Crypto ads were at least interesting. I guess it was interesting seeing millions of Americans get fleeced. To get FOMO'd into things that had no value and then lose that money. I guess that was interesting. I guess that's kind of funny. Ha ha ha, this guy can't send his daughter to college anymore because he lost his money on crypto. That's fun. That's good. That is a hoot. That is a hoot. That is a hoot. That is a hoot. Big Short was interesting. I still don't remember shit. What do you mean by that? You don't remember it, or you don't understand it? That's different things. If you can't remember the basic beats of the movie, you should just watch it again. If you need explanation on it, you could ask. I've already watched Big Short and then sat down with me at breakfast and asked me point by point questions about it. like what actually happened? What does it mean? What happened in real life? Which was fun. Why are you wearing your Marketing Monday flannel? This is my podcast appearance flannel. I was over on a podcast, so I wanted to wear a nice flannel and an Enron hat. So I was doing the full brand. And then during halfway through the podcast, I started shilling Enron hats. I just said, please explain synthetic CDOs and the importance of Ryan Gosling. Well, you can't have one without the other. Everyone in finance knows that every synthetic CDO has to be routed through Ryan Gosling to even be real. Do you wash your flannel every day? Sorry, I'm not a flannel Freddy. Do you think you need to be some sort of fucking flannel Freddy to understand that you wash your clothes? You need some kind of like crazy... If I wore t-shirts, you need to be a t-shirt Terrence to understand what do you do with that thing? Do you put your arms through the armholes? It's a fucking shirt. It's just made of a different material. You just wear it and then you wash it. No, I don't wash it every day, but I wash it every time I wear it. If I wear it, then I wash it. Then I put it in my closet till I wear it again. I throw out every shirt and buy a new one. You're joking? That actually happened. We had an exchange student. I would love to say I know the country, but just Middle Eastern. And he had a lot of money, and he rented out one of our rooms in college, and he just would buy new clothes. He would literally just buy new clothes all the time. He had a huge pile of clothes that only wore once, didn't rewear them, never washed them, threw them away, like left them there actually. Oh, did you want to get rid of this? Actually just left them there when he moved out, and also just left a mess. He was kind of an asshole. But guy was paid for sure. Clearly wanted to go to ASU to have a good time and flex. Big fan of flexing. What is the podcast you're going to be on called? God, I can't fucking click your message. It's called the Ben and Emil podcast, formerly known as Pay Pigs, formerly known as the Trillionaire Grind Set on Cody Ko's network, maybe? Anyway, it's they just relaunched it as Ben and Emil, and I'm guest number 1. Hey, Big A, what do you think is cost effective as far as advertising? Sponsoring a whole league like the NBA or just some star players instead? It depends on the players and the cost of the league. Often it could cost you just as much to sponsor a player than a league, because you can get more association. So it's not like it's like way cheaper to just get LeBron versus. Are you trying to get a big ad spend for? I don't know. Cost effective is a weird thing, but I do think like in general. If you want the hierarchy of things, like the number one highest ROI, return on investment thing you can do in marketing, I'll put it right here. Fuck. Number 1, influencer that... I'm not going to write the whole fucking thing. It's an influencer that actually has an audience, a real audience that actually likes that could like your product, and the influencer actually likes it. These are all big caveats. A lot of influencer marketing spend is trash, wasted. But if you can get somebody, I'm trying to think of a good example. Maybe an NVIDIA example might be Shroud. Okay, Shroud's audience. All of those people are potential customers. They're all people that could buy an NVIDIA GPU, almost to a man, and they are mostly man. Okay? So Shroud, that's a very well-targeted influencer. He's got a big audience, and they're all good customers, and then he authentically, I mean, this is for one example we did, but he authentically, without even being asked, bought 2 of the latest GPU, unboxed them live on stream, and did a whole segment on it without being asked. That situation was like in the data extremely effective. So if you can get that, like if you could get, I don't know, Mr. Beast or you get Ludwig or something to like love your product authentically and talk about it, it sells like fucking crazy. Like the audience trusts them, does it, it goes well. That's like number one, if you can get that. So what I'm saying is if you can get Steph Curry, like what they did with Under Armour, that shit worked. Like that worked. Yeah, I don't know. If you give them a big star associated with your brand on a close level and they really endorse it, it works. But most of the time it's wasted. Like you and Enron. Yeah, exactly. It's like all of you now get your energy from Enron, right? You all live in Texas and you get your home heating and power from Enron, the long bankrupt company, because you've seen my hat, you've seen the support. Yeah, that's a partnership made in heaven. I do think it's funny that I've made more off the Enron trademark in the past 10 years than Enron has. I do think that's funny. I think that's cosmically good. How did Enron fail? Enron lied about how much money they were making. That's the long story short is Enron was a really big energy company in the late 90s, early 2000s. And they were based in Texas. And they kept lying about how much money they make. And then they would launch new things like we're going to have Enron web services and Enron, I don't know, hydroelectric or what. They would just make these fucking new initiatives. And then they would say these things were really profitable and they weren't. They were hiding all their losses in shell corporations and keep. So anyway, after a while, the house of cards comes tumbling down and you realize this company's not making as much money as they thought they were. Were they a part of the dot-com bubble? They were affected by it. They definitely had a lot of like revenue marked as dot-com and internet age, and they were part of that, and they were ahead of the game on that. But they were just fraud. I mean, they're just good old-fashioned fraud. What's funny is, so there used to be this thing called the Big Five accounting firms. And it was like the 5 biggest, safest, most reputable accounting finance firms. And one of them, Arthur Anderson, was the one that reviewed the financials of Enron. And because they got it so wrong and were probably part of the fraud, they exploded. And now it's the Big Four. Now, if you're like a Zoomer and you're getting into accounting or finance, you'll only know about the Big Four. But it used to be the Big Five, and that they just blew the fuck up because they made the biggest error of all time by signing off on Enron's financials. How did they not notice? The truth is they probably did. Again, I'm not super familiar on their relationship. They probably did notice. In fact, I think they did and were involved. They were involved in the fraud in some way. Why can't they just say they were really sorry? Sorry hadn't been invented yet. Back in the day, we used to only say sorry and it didn't work. But since the post 2010s, you can say Sawi, and that works 100%. That was a big invention. That changed everything. Did SBF ever say he was inspired by Enron? No. No, he didn't. But the guy that dissolved Enron is the guy that also dissolved or handled the bankruptcy of Enron. The same guy for FTX. Literally the same guy. John J. Ray. Atrioc, I just found out yesterday that my dad had 2,000 Bitcoin in 2013 and ended up losing the account. And you want to make him feel worse? You want to rub it in your old man's face? You want to, bro, what do you want to do? That sucks. That's 50 racks of Bitcoin, by the way, if he held on to it. Though, a lot of people who had it back then and lost it probably would have lost it in the fucking Mount Gox hack. That's where everything was held anyway. Bro lost quite a bit of money. Yeah, $100 million. You know what, though? Sometimes wealth can tear a family apart. Think about that. Maybe you'd be too rich. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't... Something that humble... You want the ability to grind more. Bullet dodged, really. Bullet dodged. Stay humble, stay hungry. That's why I work at McDonald's. Exactly. Stay humble, stay hungry, dude. Dealing with McDonald's customers will teach you the value of life outside of doing that. You'll appreciate it more. Atrioc, how come? What the fuck? How come U.S. sports teams, i.e. NFL and NBA, don't have loads of ads in the shirts? Like sports bettings and bankings, like the shirts and soccer teams. I think in the U.S. it'd be everywhere. Just a rule of the league. Yeah, they just... The NBA and the NFL are both... it's funny, like the U.S. sports leagues are more socialist, sort of, in how they operate. And the European leagues are more capitalist, where it's like every team for themselves, make money your own way, spend as much as you can. The U.S. sports leagues are really all about splitting the TV revenue equally among all teams. That's where all the money is. And so they just try to put on like the best TV product. That's the whole goal, is every team is like, we're trying to make the best TV product so that we can split the TV revenue. Didn't Jordan get fucked for a while for wearing Nikes? Saying Jordan got fucked is a pretty weird way to remember that. Jordan was fined every day that he wore his red Nikes, which caused them to be extremely well covered by the media and make them super famous instantly. And then he made like $100 million. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he paid the fine, that Nike paid the fine every single time. It was kind of the opposite of fuck. It's kind of like the ultimate GOAT marketing move. Literal Giga Chad move. Yeah, it's one. I mean, it's a pretty GOAT sports marketing move of all time. Wait, what? I retweeted your tweet during the Super Bowl, and my dad saw it and read it out to the entire family, and they all omega lolled. A win is a win, Mr. Glarketer. What tweet? Which, the Tom Brady one? Or the Ninja one, where I just said, Ninja was right, kicking is that easy. Which is like not, I mean, that's a fine tweet, I guess. It was nothing special. I just... It was because we were all watching it live at the Super Bowl party, and I think it was the Niners who kicked like a 57-yard field goal, and everyone was like, "They're not gonna make it. No, it's not gonna make it." And I was like, "Ninja says it's easy," and then they made it, and then we cheered, and then so I tweeted that. That was it. If you had to market an athlete today, who would you choose and why? No idea. I would. You'd have to pick somebody young, up and coming. I guess people are saying Wemby maybe for the NBA. I don't know. I'm not plugged in enough to know the fucking super talents. Otani. No. See. If I had to market an athlete today, I would not pick the most expensive athlete in the world. Okay, because that's tough, right? That's you. I'm saying you want to find somebody up and coming who's going to have a long, great GOAT status career, ideally, and then try to build a brand around them. Otani's got 4 zillion brands, and you could not afford him to become an exclusive partner or like a big partner. CJ Stroud or Caleb Williams. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would probably pick in the fields I would work in. I would pick a gamer. You try to find some up and coming gamer, get really associated with them as their brand, as they blow up and have a long career. It's just hard because there's no outside of Faker, man. There's so few esports players that have any kind of longevity and fan happiness and a game that lasts a long time. It's just tough, dude. There's just so few. So few. Simple? But you're talking about Simple's like already had a fucking 15-year career. So, I mean, Simple's been around for a long time, bro. You'd want someone like a J-Mook, but for a game that's bigger. You know what I'm saying? J-Mook's great, but Melee's not big enough to do anything. Jinxie? I mean, can you imagine if you'd got on the Jinxie train before he became the biggest streamer on Twitch? Could have been a great partnership. He could have locked in a year-long deal, and then he would have had freebies for Donk? Why everyone keeps saying Donk? Who the fuck's Donk, bro? You talking about an ass? Are you guys just saying you like Donk? Donk, MVP. Wait, here's highlights of Donk, CSGO. Are you guys mean video game donkey? I mean, he's great. He would be awesome to sponsor. Donk highlights. Let's see.
Fires off that flash.
Let's see what Donk is all about.
Spirit are ready to go.
Chopper smoked off, but opener. That is wild. Donk. Oh, just lays waste to the B side.
Oh. And Donk, with no utility, with no help, just walks in and headshots 2 players. It's not supposed to be that easy.
Yes, I feel like you play against a Donk.
He's like hacking. Wait, it looks like he's hacking.
That's what happens to me, but once Wonderful shows himself and gets the kill in A main, you know that the reaction might come on B. Alexis shoulder peeking, right? Like he's not looking for that fight, but
don't worry, Yanko. You know,
they look pissed.
That's the face of someone like that is the face. My face.
Yeah. They're coming back into this city with vengeance.
All right, I want to see some more Donk, dude.
As well. Chopper gonna go honing in on JT, but he let his guard down at the last second. Zontic's removing the support, and JT good to get a double kill there. Unfortunate for Complexity. Floppy finds nothing.
2 kills for Donk.
Worse, that Halzer's scout just gets damaged.
He's a trash talker?
Donk is still fishing, man.
How old is he?
So only hear one set of footsteps. Donk.
He's a young, trash-talking, mechanical god?
There it is. Of course, he's gonna find it.
It's a bit of a double if that. He's 17.
For Spirit, it felt like a foregone conclusion that they were gonna get one eventually.
That's wild. He's been playing since he was 4. All right, let me see some like late. Let me see some late on stuff. Let me see some.
Hold on. It's only Carrigan. Can he inject hope?
They're pushing it.
They're ahead of it. Carrigan slips
iPad kids are rising up.
well ahead of it. Nice
Scary.
shot to find Donk. No, he doesn't. A triple from Donk. 20 kills, 5 deaths. This
Holy shit.
Wunderkind is the truth.
This dude's donking. I'll say it. Oh, we lost the sound? What the fuck?
Yeah, they have to match what Spirit's been putting down. And throws caution to the wind with an aggressive maneuver. How? Has he pulled that one off? Again, it's Donk striking through the smoke.
Bro, why you gotta name yourself Donk? With this much skill, I feel like esports players just pick a random fucking dumb word. Do you know what I'm saying? You could do anything. You have so much opportunity to brand yourself. In esports, people will take your nickname at face value. You know how long it took Kobe Bryant to get Black Mamba to stick? And he's amazing. But in esports, you can just call yourself whatever the fuck you want. Atrioc's great. What the fuck's wrong with Atrioc? That's goated, dude. It's distinct. It stands out. As opposed to Donk. Why didn't you sponsor yourself at Nvidia? Infinite money glitch. Well, I wasn't a player, so it would have been dumb. But this did sort of happen at Twitch. Sometimes people at Twitch, when I worked there, they would do classic double dips or occasionally even triple dips, where they would be. I'm gonna give an example because I love this guy and. You know, it's obvious that he's great and he's just, but here's an example. Someone like Frodan might work for Twitch and they'll pay to fly him to an event at the same time as he'll take a paycheck from Blizzard and a flight to the event to do casting at the same time as he would get a paycheck from one of the esports teams. Like, I forget what they was. What was Reynad's team? Tempo Storm? So he would get like a Cloud9 or a Tempo Storm paycheck, a Blizzard paycheck, and a Twitch paycheck for the same event and basically be working all three. And that's called triple dipping. And that was pretty common among partnerships people at Twitch because they would often, as part of their job, I'm air quoting, but it is a job. But I mean, they'd have to go to events. And while they were there, like, they just had to be a partnerships person, which is like be a point of contact, be friendly. And so you might as well triple dip. And those were hustles. Those were classic hustles. Hey, Big A, went on a first date on Saturday, broke my arm, and she drove me to the ER. You could say I'm goated on the sticks. I could say you're running a fucking hustle. You're running like a Florence Nightingale, get them into provider mindset, fucking scam, bro. Is this your weird fucking game? You try to use manipulation 101. You're trying to get them to nurse you back to health. How are you topping it for date 2? Yeah, Lindsay, how do you up the stakes? Okay, next time you have to break a leg. You've got to hire an actor and fight them. Imagine he makes her pay the bill, the medical bill. That's actually. So we're gonna split, right? We're gonna go Dutch on this. You're holding up a fucking $30,000 bill. Or you steal her insurance card, use her insurance, just fucking jack up her insurance premiums. That's good. That is good. I have an interview tomorrow, and I'm likely to be asked about situational problem solving and the STAR approach. Are you familiar with these concepts or can provide tips? STAR is specific, time-bound, actionable, and I forgot the R. Ramadan. I think it just basically, it's the concept of when you set goals, don't set vague, ambiguous, undated goals. Inshallah. Yeah. You don't go, yeah, it's like smart, you know. I think it means like, don't be like, I'm gonna I don't know. I'm going to become a good writer. You know, it's like, what does good mean? When does that happen? It's more like, I'm going to write a short book by December. It's going to have 200 pages. I'm going to work on 12 pages a day. That's the idea. That's the idea. And so if you're asking about it, then you can explain that concept, but you probably need an example in your life of how you've used that. Story, situation, task, action, result. Interesting. What is that used in star, situation, task, action, result. I was at X company, task, I had to do X, action. What is the difference between task and action? Task, I had to do X. Action, I did X. You're just repeating? It's how they want you to answer, really, from maybe. All right, is this like a... So this is like a way to filter interviews? I never heard of this. I was gonna watch that Fantano review today. That was the plan. They're supposed to be like 1 and 2 minute answers. Okay, just a quick answer. Great. Did you see the streaker bet $20,000 there would be a streaker at the game? No, but that's funny. Do they still get the one? Did they get the prize? It's kind of weird to do that. It's almost like it's it's like a rigged bet. Yeah, you actually shouldn't pay that out because then you incentivize everyone to do it forever. You actually cannot pay that out. If you pay that out, then every single person that wants free money will just try to do that. Streaking should be allowed. You don't even mean the bet. You think streaking, people running across the field naked, should just be allowed. They can't even stop it. You think that would be fine if anybody who wanted to at any time could just go on the field naked in the middle of the game and go wherever they want. And that's what you actually believe? You're not just saying that because it'd be a funny thing to spam yep to? You truly believe this? Interesting. Interesting. Super Bowl streaker explains why he did it. I assume for the money? What? I was trying to run as fast as I can. The plan was to place a bet on whether a streaker would take the field, then collect the winnings. The prop bet was not available to place. He bought 2 tickets for $42,000. He got misdemeanor trespassing and posted bail. Wait, if he didn't make the bet, he might actually get paid? If someone else made the bet. But damn, I wonder if he doesn't get paid, then the plan was really fucking stupid, right? Because he went to jail and he lost 42 grand on the seats. So he's like net negative. The fine would be huge. Look like it, yeah, we'll see. Oh, streaking still on the screen. Anyway, it was the end of the game, so not too much lost. The end of the game was the only good part. The first half of the game was dog shit. The OT was the only interesting part. And he missed that to be... It's not scripted. I mean, it was scripted by Joe Biden, but like, that's fine. We can allow that. The whole game was good. You just have to like defense. I don't. Norman Rockwell painting. Me standing up bravely? I don't care. I want to see a score. I don't want to see great defenses fight for 0 points. The Danish commentators were talking about how it was one of the best Super Bowls ever to be remembered. I guess. Bro just wants to see number go up? Yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. Fine. Yeah, I do. I don't care. I don't want to hear some fucking 48-year-old man tell me about the football fundamentals. I just want, you know what I'm saying? I just want a good, intense game. There should be more fan-player interaction. What the fuck do you mean by that? During the Super Bowl? You want to have a Twitch chat fucking thing where they have to respond? Maybe in their ear? Should be kind of based. Parasocial sports? That'd actually be kind of sick. What if you could switch the channel to the POV cam of any player, and every time you chatted, they would hear it in their ear? That'd be kind of fucking sick. I should be able to call in and call Purdy washed if he misses a throw. I think you should. I think it's your God-given right as an American, is you be able to call any player trash anytime from the comfort of your own couch while stuffing your face with wings and pizza and beer. You should be able, including the coach. Every single person should be within your purview to judge and insult. TTS in the stadium? Holy shit, what if there was constant TTS playing, but it was on auction system? They would make so much fucking money. People would bid so much. They would bid Super Bowl numbers, dude. Glizzy, glizzy, glizzy. Hey, Purdy, you suck. That would be awesome. That would actually be awesome. People, that might change the game. 7 spam. Try hard 7. Yeah, I mean, it could get bad. It could get bad. Yeah, I did double click it. But what I'm saying is you're not going to know what I said. Okay, I'm not going to tell you. You're not going to know. But I fucking meant it. I'll tell you right now, you're not going to know what I said. But I fucking meant it. Have you seen Thief by Michael Mann? Nope. Nopers. No, I haven't. No Megalol. No. He said, okay, what's up? Atrioc, do you know you still have Halloween-themed emotes from last year? What are they? We celebrate Halloween here year-round. What's my Halloween emote? Oh, you have like 9? These are not my emotes. These are like... whatever. These are like BTTV emotes. It's not on me. Someone else figure that out. It's a mod thing. It's kind of fun. They're Halloween themed, you know? Gives a different vibe. Are we ever getting new sub badges? You have the sickest one. Mr. Chicken, why the fuck would you want a new sub badge? You have the goal. You have the best sub badge of all. What? There's no better one. I want the monkey ball one back. Well, I don't. The monkey ball one's pretty good too. The monkey ball one's pretty hype, but obviously the ghost is the best one. That and this one, the random military rank 6-monther, that's based. I like that I like that I start out with the shitty military ones because you really got to grind through. You know what I'm saying? You really got to earn anything that has any relevance to my chat at all. You know, it really fits the theme of grinding on this stream. You got to get in the trenches. You got to earn your stripes. Atrioc, you should have a glizzy badge. I can't yet. This guy gets it. This guy's got jokes. This guy's got comedy. Hey, I am going to do something a little crazy right now. Something that's going to blow your mind. I have a lot I want to do today, including planning some stuff for Valentine's Day tomorrow. So I'm going to jump the line here. I'm going to skip what I was going to do, and I'm going to watch House. I'm going to watch House. I'm just going to skip straight to it, and I'm going to watch House MD. Because I skipped it yesterday, and everyone was kind of sad. So I'm only really live today to watch one because I also want to watch one. But I have stuff I have to do. I got a little thrown off today with this fucking 2.5-hour podcast. I did plan a nice Valentine's thing for me and Ari, and I'm doing a road trip stream on Thursday. I'm hoping to end early so I can do something tomorrow that I want to do. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to vibe check and watch a little how. Oh, you know what? I'll watch the review. I'll watch the Fantano review first. Let me see. I do want to hear it. Again, I've only listened to this album one time. I'm one time in on Vultures. Let me see. I watched... Sorry. The song I liked... I'm looking back at it. I liked Stars... I liked Carnival, and I liked, I'm looking, I think I liked Problematic. So there was like 2 at the end and the opener that I thought were all right. But none of those songs, and I mean none of those 3, to me, would be good enough to be on his first 3 albums. or My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. They're not even close. So it's a real low bar. They're okay as far as this album, and the songwriting, like the actual lyrics on all of these tracks, every single one is trash. So he just has some good beats. Some of them are catchy and they're, you know, he's still good at music, but all of them are trash lyrics, like complete dog shit start to finish. So that's my opinion going in. And I'm a lyrics guy, so really this is a bad, this album's not gonna stick with me. Like, for example, on Donda, the only track that I still, like, I'm not, how do I say this? On Donda, some people are moon people and some people are off the grid people. I am not a moon person. I'm an off the grid person. I don't know. Do you understand? I don't care if you're a moon person, that's fine. But if you're a moon person, you probably aren't too pissed off with Kanye's latest stuff. Oh, I'm getting called. Wait. But if you are an off the grid person, you're super pissed. Wait, I gotta mute. Okay. Okay. Reservation confirmed. Reservation confirmed for a little Valentine's Day surprise. Perfect. You guys are going to be there, right? I wouldn't have an intimate Valentine's Day event without my chat. It won't just be me and my wife. So I'll see you there. I will see you there. All right, let's see what this review's about.
This is completely unreviewable trash, and here's why. Question: what is even the purpose of a music review in the first place? I can say, at least in terms of my own intent, that when I do a music review, I hope to achieve a couple of things.
He might still like it. Let's let him cook. This might turn around for Kanye. Don't write it off just yet if you're a Ye fan.
1, give the viewer pause and cause them to think about why it is they do or don't like the piece of music or art that I'm doing an overview of.
Right.
Or 2, excite people to give the music that I'm talking about a try. Those are the two things I want to do. Problem, neither of those goals are possible in any scenario that involves reviewing this album. Newsflash, since 2022, Kanye has made it his mission to go full-on anti-Semite, spouting insane conspiracy theories, talking about how he loves Hitler, and at some point, I think he...
I feel like he's building to a strong 8. Obviously, he's doing a little bit... I feel like he's building... He's got some concerns, but...
realized how much he fucked up with all of that. So now he has to own this total dumpster fire he's created and boast about how people think he's anti-Semitic now. Because, yeah, they do. Even if he does genuinely apologize and change his behavior past this point, his public image is forever altered by all of this. I mean, you platformed a booger-eating white supremacist and have guys like this repping for you on a highway overpass. This is not a can of worms a guy like Kanye is capable of closing, not without help from someone who is willing to tell him no. But he spent...
this, you could fix this. Just say a lot of really nice things about Jewish people, and then it's almost like they're supporting that. Because all they said is he's right. So this is you could turn that around. You just got to be overtly nice.
Repping for you on a highway overpass. This is not a can of worms a guy like Kanye is capable of closing, not without help from someone who is willing to tell him no. But he spent this same period of time pushing away anybody who could possibly do that at this point. Especially his wife, who he has now replaced with somebody who he just kind of parades around like she's a naked body with no personality, opinion, or voice. Something that on some level I think he's weirdly proud of, as on the very lyrics to this record, he calls her just a reference, which is maybe one of the grossest and most dehumanizing things Kanye has said about a woman on any of his songs, and it's being directed at his wife. So this trajectory Kanye has been on as of late has left him with an interesting mix of fans. One, hateful psychos that actually agree with some of the stuff that he's been saying and are actually in my Twitter mentions theorizing that I'm a Jew, and that's the reason I don't really like his recent music. 2, anonymous nihilistic teenagers that don't really think anything he says or does has any greater consequence.
Probably right there. Somebody down there is probably part of that. Feel free to speak up.
It's in the world, and are most likely bored and lonely and will just defend Kanye because watching him unravel is more entertaining than most things, and I guess brings some kind of meaning to their otherwise meaningless lives. And 3, cultish weirdos who parasocially obsess over him and everything he does and would basically follow him to the ends of the earth. Keep in mind, these individuals have always been in his fan base to some degree, but prior they were at least mixed in with genuine hip-hop heads. Now, these 3 types of people, and there is overlap between them in Kanye's fan base, don't want to hear anything critical about him at all, ever. They've openly rejected any good faith effort I've made to make them aware of Kanye's downward spiral into Nazi adjacent rhetoric and now imagery in the promotion of this record. The point is, there's no hope of having any level-headed conversation with somebody who is deep into the Kanye fandom at this point. People who literally think anything and everything he does is great and will write off any bit of dissent as just being
It was funny. I agree with all of this. And I think, a lot of the stuff he's said and done is reprehensible. But I also am a little more cynical about how people approach art in general. And my assumption is this stuff, the core problem is that I think the music is worse, significantly worse. If he was putting out albums of the same quality and this, then you'd have this real problem where you'd have to like make a choice morally. But I haven't even had to face this problem because I don't like the music. I haven't even had to be like, I haven't had to reconcile my, I haven't had to do an art from artist separation or be like, I used to really like Kanye, but now I have a problem because the music just isn't even, I don't even want to listen to it. And so, as someone said Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is a harder choice. You can truly know that Amazon, treats their workers pretty badly, has a lot of warehouse injuries, is monopolistic. You can know those things, but also be like, Amazon Prime is convenient. That's a hard choice. It's hard to cut Amazon Prime sometimes if you've gotten used to it. Kanye is not Amazon Prime. Kanye's like, I don't know. It's like post-Endgame Marvel. It's just not hard for me to fucking turn it down because I don't care.
Biased and unfair to him, as if he's Jesus Christ and can do no wrong. So yeah, there's no convincing them, which I will say is also the case for people who have left the Kanye reservation over the past several years, because there are a fair share of people who are validly pissed off about everything Kanye's been saying and doing recently and feel like it's totally beyond the pale. And even if this record was somehow good, what am I supposed to do? Tell the Jews in my audience, "Aw, come on, man, he didn't mean it. It's not so bad. He's just a little crazy, that's all." Especially since he's not doing anything to gain forgiveness. He is very apparently not sorry for anything he's been saying or doing. And the apologies he has given aren't worth a lick of shit, because he'll think nothing of saying Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay, sponsor that, not too long after. Now, there are some people who will say, Anthony, you're being unfair here. Separate the art from the artist. Come on now. Okay. You can't separate this crap from the music because it's in the music. Look at the lyrics. Read these words. I
don't know if I caught all these on my listen. First one, whatever. Second one, okay. You could see that as, I guess, slightly apologetic or turning these around. And the third one's pretty tough. Third one's pretty tough. They have
meaning, and they are saying things that are not good or normal. You would have to expect me to separate my brain from my skull if you think I'm just going to ignore it. I think this comment here pretty much sums things up. We don't care as long as the album is good. His personality and what he says doesn't matter to me. I only care about the music. How do you penetrate this level of...
He's got a point. Yeah, it sucks that people have that attitude, but also... Like, how do they have that attitude and then walk away saying that it's good? That's my problem. Like, some of the tracks are okay, but if you listen to an older Kanye album, the difference is night and day. So how do you be like, I don't care as long as the album is good? Well, it's not good. So do you care now? By your own logic, you should care now because the album's not very good. We're starving out here? Yeah, I guess.
I only care about the music. How do you penetrate this level of self-imposed ignorance? This person is not listening to Kanye. He's not listening to anything I or anyone has to say about Kanye. And this comment was posted after the album was released, so he's apparently not even listening to the content of the music that he supposedly cares so much about. So this argument about, I only care about the music, can't possibly be true. Especially since the music, too, is shit. The song Paid is one of the most unintentional hilarious tracks I think Kanye has ever put out. It's just a crappier version of Fade. Why wouldn't you just listen to Fade? You'd have to be delusional to think anything else, especially with this trash-ass verse from Ye. And Ty Dolla $ign on it is just amazing, saying that he's just here to get paid. At least he's honest. Then Back to Me with that Jay and Silent Bob chorus has to be one of the dumbest things I've heard on any Kanye album ever. I feel like I'm being punked. But naked, beautiful, big titty bitches, they're just fly into the Sky, you know. At least Freddie Gibbs somehow made it flow. But yeah, that dude, as good as he is at rapping, he cannot save this track. Then Hood Rat has maybe one of the most excruciatingly bad instrumentals on any Kanye album ever. The mix is a mess, and God, those repetitions of Hood Rat, Hood Rat, Hood Rat, Hood Rat. I mean, I guess it kind of drowns out all the other stuff about the track, so that's kind of a silver lining. But almost none of that matters because there is so little to praise with this record, and if Kanye's delusional fans are not hearing that this record is awful on its face as they just kind of listen to it by themselves, nothing I'm going to say is going to convince them. But if you really want a general assessment of this thing, it sounds like a slightly more finished Donda 2. Somehow Jesus is King.
I forgot about
had
Donda
more
2.
songs on it that sounded more cohesive, well put together, which is saying something because that was previously Kanye's shortest, messiest, most unhinged and crappy record yet, and somehow this surpassed it. And at least in my mind, has achieved the status of being Kanye's worst album. And given that the sequel tends to be a step down from the original in Kanye's case most of the time, the rest of the Vultures series from this point is not looking good. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
They're doing a series?
Thank you. Bye.
They're doing a series of these? 3 albums? Is it all with Ty Dolla $ign? By the way, nice flannel. Love a good flannel. That's crazy. So, did he like it? I guess, I'll be honest with you, I'm not good with media literacy. Did he like it or not? I can't... Was that a strong 9? Was that... I feel like he wanted us to listen to it. I feel like he loved it. I feel like he wanted us to bump it. Imagine he releases the best album of all time. That's what would be interesting. Okay? If he dropped a fucking, late registration level album in this craziness of his real life, it would be it would be like, that would be an interesting discussion. What does this mean? How do we react to this? Can I truly give it full support? Should I go fucking buy the album 6 times, buy the merch, go to the tour? That's, you know what I'm saying? But like, there's this album, there's no question. It's not a hard question because I don't think this album is memorable enough for me to care. Late Registration is his best. I know. That's my opinion as well. I think Late Registration is Kanye's best album. That's a fucking perfect album start to finish. What a great album. Hey, Atrioc, my girlfriend ordered me Vultures merch. It ships in 2 weeks. She isn't aware of any of the controversy. Should I just accept just accept the gift, bro. Don't grandstand on your girlfriend's gift. Just accept it. Say thank you. She already bought it. It's not... This is not a moment to... You're not changing the fucking world here, bro. Just break up with her. Say nothing, but get angry and break up with her. Bro, it's fine. It's not a big deal. This is a slow fade out. You don't have to make it your old fucking stand personality. You should watch the new Benjamin video by the Hedgehog. No, we're going to watch House MD. We're going to watch House MD. A little early for the House Frogs. Okay, because I have some work I want to do. In fact, I was supposed to upload a YouTube video, but I didn't have time because I just got home. We have a video of people who quit their jobs angrily and told us about it. It was a pretty fun interview stream we did. So we're going to watch Early Hoos. Amazon. Atrioc. Please read important. House MD's nuts. You really abused the Atrioc, please read, please important. You really abused that. You know, you've boy who cried D's. And now I never can trust you. Season 6, episode 16, Black Hole. taking place in March 14th, 2010. The #1 song